Good morning. This is Grislin, and we are playing Shadows of Doubt. I've been playing this game now for a couple of years, and I've enjoyed the heck out of it. I really have, and honestly, I think you would too if you gave it a chance. Uh, but somewhere about maybe 6 or 8 months ago, I think it was sometime last year, the author finally put out. It was in early access for a long time, but the author finally reached 1.0, and with that final going gold phase of the game, he released a bunch of what he called game modifier modes, and one of those modes is called Rat Detective. And in Rat Detective, it's the same game except that you're 6 inches, about 6 inches high. You can climb walls and on ceilings, and everybody's trying to stop you, or shoot you, or they just don't like rats in this town. So you have to still solve your crimes, but doing it as a rat, which means you can't really talk to anybody. There's a bunch of different options that we usually use in the main vanilla game to win the game, and you can't really do that as a rat. So we're gonna have to adapt and try some different things. If you've never played Shadows of Doubt, let me kind of give you a 30-second version or a 2-minute version of what the game is. If you've ever played the game Clue as a kid, Professor Plum in the library with the pipe and all that. That's the basic idea of Shadows of Doubt. You are a freelance detective. In the beginning of the game, you're basically a homeless freelance detective with a few pennies in your pocket, and your job is to go around and solve murders because the local cops are corrupt and incompetent, and they're mostly there to keep people from. They're mostly there to put on a good show, but not really to accomplish anything. Which is why City Hall farms all that stuff out to freelancers like you. And we will get calls from City Hall, from the cops. We will hear it on the police scanner that there is a murder. We will go out there. We will sneak into the crime scene. We will collect the evidence, and if we can answer all those questions, the who, what, when, where, questions, and take those back to City Hall, we will get money for solving the crime. If we if we take too long to do that, the murderer will find somebody else to kill, and we will continue the string of they all turn into serial killers. If we go back to City Hall with wrong information and we arrest the wrong person, we will get fined. So basically, what we were trying to do is we're trying to rise up in the social echelons of the city by solving murders and hopefully not screwing up. So the rest of it we'll kind of explain as we go along. So we're going to do a new game here, and we're going to start with sandbox. I think I played the Dead of Night game the first time I played, and we're just going to go with sandbox. But we're going to generate a random city, Cherryville, but I don't know. I don't. Syracuse maybe. Roosevelt District. I know. I kind of like Little America View. Let's go with Little America View. We're going to use the very large, which I think is like a 4x5 city blocks. We'll throw some random seeds together. Okay, we're going to do that. We're not going to use City Editor because we're not modding the game right now. Although this game does have a modded community, so. And continue. We are Remy Marlowe. If you've ever seen the film Ratatouille, you know the reference. Gender male. We're going to go with extreme game difficulty because we like to be punished. Check the game modifiers. We're going to keep all the game mod. These are all the ones that got released to 1.0. So I'm going to keep all these turned off except for the last one, Rat Detective. Okay. This is not the first time I attempted to film this episode. I've had some technical difficulties in the first couple, and the last couple, the gameplay just did not work out the way I wanted it to, so we're trying again. Hopefully this time hopefully this time we'll hit on all cylinders. So let's continue, and we're going to generate the world. The thing about Shadows of Doubt is that the entire game is fully simulated. Every NPC has an apartment, has a job. Well, not every NPC has an apartment, but every NPC has a schedule. Most of them have apartments. Most of them have jobs. Almost all containers can be opened. Everything is an object that can be interacted with in some way. And when the murders happen, they are simulated as well. The criminal goes, finds a weapon, goes to the weapons dealer or whatever, finds a weapon, picks out a victim, goes to the victim, usually at their home, but not always. Sometimes it's on the streets, sometimes it's been at work. They kill their victim and simulated. So there's blood splatter on the walls, there's bullet holes, there's evidence sitting around because it actually did happen in the game. And then they try to get away with it. They try to disappear back into the fog of the city. And your job is to kind of go and figure out the evidence and try to reconstruct how the murder happened, based on things like blood spatter and the bullet trajectory and anything that might be lying around. They usually leave a clue of some kind behind. But again, that's the cool part about this game, is everything is simulated. The buildings with all those lights you see in the windows there, those are all actual rooms. Those are all actual places where you can be, where the NPCs are. So, two-dimensionally, it doesn't look like a big city. Three-dimensionally, some of these buildings are 20 stories tall. So, when they say that we're doing the very large city, they're not kidding. It's pretty large. It's pretty large. That's part of what's so impressive about this game, is that the simulation, the graphics look very Minecrafty. The simulation itself is very complex. So you get all sorts of emergence effects, which, if you know me, I'm all about that. I'm all about complicated simulations, turning up weird stuff, and you're going to see that in this game. Okay, so we're finalizing, and we're going to get into the city. And I've only played Rat Detective a couple times, so the only real lessons I've learned so far is to stay off the street. Because if you run down the street more than you have to, you're going to get stopped, you're going to get shot. Because everybody wants you dead because you're a rat, even if you're a nice rat. So we were going to go to the city now, and we're going to run through the introduction. In case you've never played this game, I'm going to let you see what it's all about. This is taking place in an alternate universe, 1979, where the 20th century happened very differently, and presumably so did the 19th. So the United Atlantic States is run by a company, Starch Cola. Put some life into it. You're going to hear that a lot. You're going to hear that a lot. And again, this is actual gameplay view. These are all actual NPCs. These are all actual places to be. Everything can be interacted with. The enforcers are the cops. Again, they're pretty useless. The main purpose they serve is that you need to get around them. That's, yeah. But if you're a fan at all of noir, you kind of already expect that. You're trying to find justice in an unjust world and all that. Okay, the first thing we need to do is get off the streets, because we have some paperwork to do. Okay, let's just hang out here for a minute. Okay, this is our case board's view. Let me show you the UI real quick. That's our detective's notebook. We can This is what we use to look up things. There's our city map. And again, this is everything we know about the city geography right now. That will expand as we go on. This is us. We have 4 permanent inventory slots, 4 temporary slots. Coins we kind of use to distract. We throw a coin. I really don't use that very much, but as a rat, I might. Fists are probably going to be useless in this game because we got little rat fists. The watch, the only time I ever use the watch, well, most of the time I use the watch, I use it by accident. But you can also use the watch, to, like I said, to pass the time and kill a few hours, which we may be doing now. The scanner we use all the time. The scanner we will probably use more than any single thing in this game because that gives us fingerprints, that gives us footprints, and fingerprints ultimately is what this game is all about. We have 4 slots we can use for whatever we want. As the game goes on, we will get level ups, which will unlock more inventory slots for a total of 12. There are 2 forms. Okay, now let me talk about level ups. There are 2 forms of level ups in this game. The first is based on what's called social credit. You get points for every mystery you solve. As you solve mysteries, your level goes up, and as you hit each milestone, you get an ability unlocked. Like cops don't chase you under certain circumstances. I think number 8 is you get fall immunity and things like that. When we hit level 12, which will be a while, technically we've won the game. The other type of level ups are called sync discs, which are basically DNA upgrades. They can happen anytime in the game. Like all the inventory upgrades are done through sync discs. Sync discs you may find in safes. You can sometimes buy them. You get them often as rewards for accomplishing cases. Again, since these happen pretty much at any time, finding the good ones and getting these upgrades top priority, because especially those inventory upgrades, you're going to want to upgrade them as soon as possible. So, but back to our case board. Now, usually I like to create a board. And these are just called notes. And this is going to contain all of the things that I need to remember that aren't case specific. Stuff like the reason why I'm doing this is because I can pop that out, right click on that, and I get sort of GPS route, tells me exactly where they are. So it's easier just to have the card up so that I can get there easily. Do we have a diner yet? No. Okay, so there's a 24-hour diner that we're going to have to find because it's the only restaurant that's open 24 hours a day. How about the hotel? Okay, so we're going to have to find the hotel too. So we have the city hall, which I think we're almost right on top of. Okay, so we don't have. Okay, we have 100 credits, which is not much. Usually, the first thing I would normally do is go to the city hall and buy a pair of handcuffs, but since I'm not super confident in Remy's ability to actually physically arrest somebody, we're going to wait on that. And we're waiting now for the police scanner to give us our first mission. Whenever you're in between missions, what you want to do, see, there's our city hall, and there's the hotel. So let's go get the hotel's spot. Okay, so it's Q Resorts. That's what it's called. Okay, I'm keeping track of the hotel just mostly because it's a wide open area that's useful to have access to. There's There's a phone booth in there, and it's also where everybody lives who is not quite homeless, but is really close to homeless. So some of the toughest cases involve people who live in the hotel, so we want to know where that is. And the next thing I'm looking for is a 24-hour diner. So, and I'm sticking to the wall because if I run down the streets, there's a good chance I'm going to get shot. And I'd rather not have that happen. Okay, let's get into another building up here. Okay, is that? I bet that is. I bet it is. Is it what? Pawnbrokers. Okay, we found our first pawnbroker. That's good. Yep. Pawnbrokers are good. That means we can sell stolen loot and buy things more cheaply than the city halls, so we're going to hold on to that. Like I said, when you're in between cases, what you want to do is you want to learn about the city best you can. Okay. So we found a pawnbroker. Where's the diner? Where's the diner? Get up to the wall. See. Okay. That's what we didn't want to happen. How bad are we? How bad? Okay, that's not terrible, but it's not great either. See, that's why it's dangerous. So we need to stay up on the wall. Okay, I want to find out. Okay, now we gotta find a little medical vending machine. Because we are bleeding, and that's not great. There's a coffee machine, which does not really work. Okay, I'm gonna try to get across there, up on the coffee machine, onto that roof. Which I don't think it's gonna let me do. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get shot right away, but that's how this game rolls, fortunately. We're in the industrial side of town. This is a commercial area, or an industrial area, business area. Well, I could use a case right now. See where I got shot? I think that's. I think. Don't, please don't. There we go. Okay, there's the diner. Okay, let's try to get over to the diner. I'm going to show you what the inside of the restaurants look like. I want to do this video in about an hour. It may run a little longer because this game is. This game can be pretty slow paced. Okay, go. go. Up, 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 up. There we go. Okay. That little, see that sign right there? That means it's a security room. We're going to be probably using those a lot. This is the 24-hour diner, which right now I'm a little reluctant to pop in there. See, where am I right now? Okay, that doesn't help me. What's this? The Explorer Grill. Okay. So there's our diner. So, yeah. Keep that up there. We'll put that there. The other problem in Rat Detective is that you can't really talk to anybody. I mean, technically, I think you can, but you kind of have to somehow get up right up into their faces, and that's super difficult. So, okay, the little bleedy icon over there on the left is going white, which is a good sign, I think. It means I'm probably not going to die. So I probably don't need a bandage. I don't need a power room right now. Oh, hi. Please don't shoot me. Okay, I'm going to try to get into the 24-hour diner. I'm going to try to get into the bathroom without getting killed. Okay, that's a phone booth. So let's take a look at the job listings right now. No, I don't want a Kaizen Love. I don't need a Kaizen Love. I don't know how I'm going to do a humiliation mission as a rat. Okay, that's probably a theft mission, but I'm looking for sync disks. Okay, that's another theft mission, which we're not ready to do quite yet. It's a city directory. This lists everybody who has an apartment and will tell you where they live. That city directory we'll be using a lot. It's a payphone, which we will also be using a lot. Like I said, if I were a human, I could talk to all these people, but meanwhile, that is a hand dryer. This is also the reason why it's important to know where the bathrooms are, because if you're wet from the rain or you're cold, the hand dryer fixes that. So, let's see, do we have anything up here we can, oh, yeah. Remember I said, if you're between missions, learn what you can about the town. This is what we're doing. This is part of what we're doing. Every bit of new information about an NPC you get. Okay, we stopped bleeding. Yeah. Okay, so we're getting okay. Every mission that every time you get a new piece of information about an NPC, that information gets added to your little sleuthing database. Picking up lockpicks, that's what these are for. Believe me, we'll be using a lot of them. Like I said, it's going to add all the information you find is going to go into your little sleuthing database. And so, solving mysteries means that you're not. It's not just about knowing, like, being able to intuit who is a likely suspect. It's being able to prove it to the satisfaction of a very apathetic, corrupt, and incompetent city administration and police force. And you do that usually with established correlations in your NPC database. Let's see if we can find the front door of this place. This is a restaurant, I think. No, this is another. It's another pawnbroker. Okay, that's essential. Pawnbroker or hardware store. It's still a place to buy and sell goods that isn't the city hall. There's the front door. Okay. Let's check the phone booth. Speak for yourself. I need surgical. I need caffeine to function. Okay. The public humiliation cases. You're basically being hired to throw food at people. That's literally what you do. Community. No, we're not going to do that. Not for humiliation. We'll get a better one than that. No, we're not ready to do those yet. Okay. More photos. The photos, the wall photos are gimmies. Those are easy. Okay. Wasn't sure if that was a secured area or not. What's this? This is one of the security codes for City Hall, which is good because that probably will give us access to the City Hall's fingerprint database, which I don't really want to fall back on. Because the fingerprint database is kind of a cheat. It's sort of there if you're sort of completely stumped and you got a fingerprint and you're desperate and you need a game to move forward. So we're not going to use that unless we absolutely have to. Quiet night? I know, you're scared of the rat. I get it. Everybody's scared of the rat. I don't know why. The rat's nice. The rat just wants to solve crimes.
She got the job.
Who else was in on it?
Somebody's watching TV.
Lucas Kronk.
Lucky.
Some of the shows in this game are kind of creepy. You just pay attention to what they actually say in TV shows that you're overhearing. They're kind of funny. Okay, there's some restaurants. I'm waiting for the police scanner to. Hold on, where do we go? Oh, we're on the top. Oh, didn't realize we were on the ground.
New rejuvenation clinic opening soon. Customers by nomination only. Contact your local LTAC
Let's take a moment here.
to find out more.
Always look under doormats because sometimes you will find keys left behind that you can use to let yourself into an apartment. This is one of the things. We are short on money right now, so we're going to have to engage in somewhat, do some crime. Nope.
I didn't know you were sweet on me.
Let's cut to small talk.
You got pep. I like that. You told me that was so.
I think I can only climb the first floor, so I can't like scale all the way to the top of the building. Unfortunately.
Party, huh? This is a party, ain't it?
Unfortunately. Okay, always pay attention to NPCs who are running. Because sometimes they are running away from a crime scene. Okay, the murder has probably already happened. it's not just enough for the murder to happen. The murder has to happen, and then another NPC has to discover the body, and then the NPC calls the city hall and says, "Send a cop out. I got a problem. We have a dead guy," and then that's when the scanner goes off. So the murder's probably already happened. We're just waiting now for an NPC to notice the murder and call it in. There's not much we can do until that happens. Which is probably why you don't see a whole lot of Let's Play videos for Shadows of Doubt, because sometimes the game is about sitting and waiting for stuff to happen. Okay, I got an idea. I know, I said before that I don't usually do this, but okay, what's the control for moving forward time? I don't remember. Oh, I can't just, that's right, I can't just move forward time. I have to be sitting somewhere. And I'm not, okay, so we're just gonna have to wait. Sorry about that. Come on, I know somebody's dead.
Aged in genuine French oak for a real treat.
LJ.
See if I can go to a singer, please. I don't see any photos, but I do see a phone booth. So let's take a look. No, we're not doing humiliation. Okay, vigor. I would love vigor right now, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that as a rat. Okay, we can also buy apartments, but we don't have nearly enough money. We have 100 credits, so even the cheapest apartment is outside of our budget at the moment. Cartographer would be good too. No, cartographer is just a money one, so we're not gonna do that. What I really want is this. I want to find a sync disk here that upgrades my inventory slots. And the easiest way to find one of those is to go to a sync place and buy it for like 1,000 credits. But to do that, we need 1,000 credits, which means to do that, there has to be a murder, and for that to happen, somebody's got to actually be paying attention. So come on, guys. Care about the social cohesion of your city. Care about people who get murdered and nobody notices. Because it could be you. Okay. We may just have to spend some time indulging in fever again. While we're patiently waiting for the city's underclass to do their job. Oh, hi. this person. That's not helpful. No, I don't want to be in an office right now. Let's check out. I'm looking for keys. See, I think it's the middle of the night. Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock at night, so a little bit of luck. If we'll find somebody who's asleep, we can break into their place. I don't want to waste lockpicks yet. That's a good sign. Up to admit they're home. There's another key. Hey. So they're home. I don't want to deal with somebody who's home. Oh, this is like the neighborhood where everybody leaves their keys. Okay, we're lucky. Okay, let's case the place. Okay, first thing I want to find out is where, okay, that's our way out. So, I'm looking for money, mostly. And that's a hiding place, that's a good hiding place. I don't think we're gonna find a lot of money here, because this isn't one of the nicer apartments, but we could get lucky. Oh, there we go. Money. Total of 6 credits. Okay, another thing I like to do is I like to play address books. You just never know when you're gonna need that information. It's probably just hoarding, but I don't care. There's another key. Everybody's got a city directory in their room. Oh, good, he's on shift right now. Okay, with a little bit of luck, he doesn't have a roommate. I didn't see a rota up here, so usually the work rota's in the kitchen somewhere. So if that's the case, we may be in pretty good shape here. May not be back for a while. He's at work right now. Okay, let's see. This person works at the hotel. All right, she does not have a roommate, so she should not be back for a while. That's a good thing. Okay, she has a passcode. I'm a little surprised there hasn't been a police call yet. This is unusual. Is that it? There's light switch. There's a bathroom. There's no medicine cabinet. This is just kind of not great. Food, maybe? Okay, let's pop into the air vents and see if it takes us anywhere good. Although good luck I won't get lost in it. Whoa. Hello. Oh, hello. No, 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 no. No, that's a good way to get shot. Wow, did that place have a safe, that apartment we just left? I don't remember. Okay, let's just go down a couple floors. We're probably going to be using these air ducts a lot in this playthrough. Sorry that not much is going on here. But believe me, it'll pick up. It's just sort of the randomness of the game. We're in somebody's study, and that's where the air duct is. I don't like the sound of that. It suggested to me that they're home. And they're going to barge through that door at any moment and shoot me. Let's pop in here real quick, close that door. Okay, then there's no file box. Okay. That's unusual. There's the file box. Okay. This is Joseph Sanders' apartments. Someone else who doesn't have a roommate. Okay. Or many belongings. We'll take their money though. $3507. We'll take that for a moment. Joseph Sanders is a scientist, which is not a. It means they're probably home. I don't know. We may have to take a side hustle. While the game figures out where our next case is coming from. All right. To the hallway. once. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's going to be interesting. It's at a workplace at 10 o'clock at night? Okay. Okay. Well, that will be interesting. Okay. Let's try to get out of this building in one piece. I mean, that would explain why it took forever for them to report it in. Because nobody was there. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, it's been a while since I've done one at a workplace, and I don't know if I've ever done a workplace in off hours. So I'm kind of wondering if the victim's a security guard. Let's find out. I think first what I want to do is get to the city hall. Take that back. No, I don't. Let's I don't want to get killed on the way to the murder scene. Oh, it's here. Okay. It's in this building. No, not there. This building in the fifth floor landing. No. Where's this place? Oh, completely the wrong building. So in the Flying Rat. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the fifth floor. I think we may run a little bit longer than an hour for this video. So again, I'm going to apologize for that. But we're off to a slow start. And again, that's just kind of part of Shadows of Doubt. So, okay, there's the cops. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Let's start by disconnecting some of the lights. It's going to make it a little easier to. Okay, yeah, can I disconnect this? I can't. Okay, this might make it a little harder to sneak around. Okay, that's probably restrooms. I hopefully don't have to disconnect some security to get to do this, but what was this guy doing in the lab at 10 o'clock at night? Okay, this one's going to be weird. I don't think I can. I don't think I can't sabotage cameras. I don't know if that's because I'm a rat or I need to level up or what. I don't know. It's also possible that I can't sabotage cameras because I have plenty of lockpicks. I don't know. Come on, Laurel and Hardy. There's always two cops. They scope this crime scene. One leaves, the other stands guard. And hopefully the one who stands guard Okay, there's the one who leaves. And if the one who stands guard isn't watching carefully, I can sneak in. And he's watching. Okay, do we have a map for... No, I don't want that. Okay, there's a vent here. Where's the vent? There's the vent. Okay, let's see if I can sneak into the office through the vent. Looks like I can. Okay, so I am where? In the wrong office. Oh, I need to get up here. I'm going to get through the front door. All right. We have more than one. What? What is going on here? Great, and this place has got a security system. Yep, damn it. Why were they? Okay, I'm a little confused. I don't know why he was breaking into this place. Okay, well, first things first. I need to deal with a couple things. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, I need to flip it. That was unexpected. Okay. Okay, first thing I need to do is I need to shut off the security system. Okay, so this office's security system is now turned off. So, again, I don't know why the cop was busting down the door of this place. Because I'm not seeing... Okay, now we got to deal with the place where there actually was the murder. The cop is aware. The cop is right there. Come on, guy, just leave me alone. Okay. Okay. Is the code maybe? No. want to know where the security box is. I don't. It's got. Okay, let's do a run here. There's the security box. Let's shut off the security system. Okay. Security system's good, and here's our dead person. Okay, we have an unknown citizen. Yeah, this is an NPC card. This is all the information that you can collect about them, and all we know right now really is just physical appearance. So let's get their fingerprints. And I don't want to direct. I want to search. There we go. Oh, the company director. Okay, cool. We'll check out their. We'll check out their home in a bit. Okay, that's a good thing to have. So we're getting that early. That's good success. You're shot to death with a rifle. That's interesting. Okay. I don't see any bullet holes in the glass, so it was up close and personal. Let's just to make sure the security system doesn't come back on. Okay, let's get everybody who works here, because I think the odds are okay that it's going to turn out to be a coworker. Oh, well, that's, yeah, we know who you are. Okay. May get lucky. This may be an open and shut. If I can find some evidence with a fingerprint, that may be all there was to it. So let's look around here. Are there any bullet casings? Let's move the body a little bit, can we? I'm not seeing any. Oh, that complicates things a bit. Whoa, hold on. No. Oh, that must be next door. Okay. Wait a minute. Got a security camera. I need to get in there. Do we have a way in here? We're getting into that security room somehow. Do we know? Where am I right now? I'm there. And there is a vent. No, I don't think I want to do it that way. What I really want. What I want is a code. But I don't know that I'm going to get that lucky. Okay, there's got to be something here that gives me the office code. No. Oh, that's really useful. Oh, that's going to be for this desk. I need the. I need to get into that security room. Isn't the. Yeah, that's that. Okay. I bet you that's the security office. So let's. That was 2130. All right, let's try that. Bingo. We're in. Okay, let's go refresh the security system first. One of the unlocks increases the time available on the security system. Okay, I'm looking for your. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. It gives us the fingerprints for everybody who works here. Okay. Oh, and that gives us money, which is what we needed. Everybody in this game is lazy, by the way. Another money. It's another one we needed. Okay, so we're got a baseball bat. Let's do this real quick. We have a baseball bat, and now we have about 5,000 credits worth of stuff. So that makes me happy. Let me do this without the cop taking too much of a notice. Okay, now 8:15 and 9:30 on Monday nights. Okay, let's shut off security permanently. Okay, it's already off at the moment. Okay. Hopefully that will tell the security system to take a chill pill. Okay. We're on Monday. No, that's when the cop showed up. There's our. Okay, that's a little weird. So there wasn't anybody else here. Who are you? Okay, so. Okay, nobody else is in the reception area. Okay, so our deck guy shows up at 1850. See, there he is down in the corner here. Oh, just. Light turn on, 1850 comes through, and about then he's dead. Nobody else visited. Nobody else was here. Okay, that is very weird. Okay, we have a weird one. I said that sometimes this game gets weird. Yeah, we have a weird case. We have a weird case. Okay, I gotta think. I think the first thing I do is get out of here. Because I don't think we can find anything else. I'd also like to sell those diamonds. Because I think I got like 3 of them now. Yeah, let's get those diamonds sold. Okay, so we've got a dead guy who just sort of shows up and then gets dead, and nobody else is here. And there's no bullet holes in the windows. Nobody can. We're up on the 5th floor, so nobody's gonna be shooting up. Okay. I'm very confused. Okay, this is a lab. So what's immediately around it? Atkinson Towers? Okay, it's the only outside building that could possibly have been the shooter point. But again, there's no bullet holes in the windows. Okay, there's got to be a bullet hole in the window. I have to be missing something. I have to be missing something. And did the guy shoot himself? Usually there's if they shot him through the window, there's a bullet hole. But again, I'm not seeing a bullet hole. That means at the moment we got nothing. Except maybe something in that building. He was collapsed in this corner under the camera. Okay, the only leads we have is maybe a coworker. So I think the first thing I need to do is sell those diamonds first, and then we're gonna go check out his house, check out his apartment. One in the morning, none of the pawnbrokers are going to be open. Damn. Okay. All right. Then I guess what we're doing is we're checking out his house. New murder case. Should have his residence here now. He lives in the hotel. Are you kidding? Okay, let's go check out his hotel room. The guy's making like at least 100 a year. Why is he living in a hotel? He should be in echelon somewhere. Yeah, he makes a million credits a year, and he's living at the hotel. Room service, I guess. I don't know. So we got everything I think out of here we're going to get. Okay, this is weird. This is a weird case. He was shot by a rifle, which usually means he's outside the building. But we have no bullet holes in the windows. Nobody, according to the security camera, nobody was inside the building, so. And he doesn't. And he didn't have He didn't have a gun on him, so he didn't shoot himself. And also, they don't shoot themselves in this game. Or at least I've never had that happen before. Yep. Okay, let's take a moment. I got an idea. Let's do this first. Let's go to City Hall. Again, we're going to run a little bit longer than an hour. I'm apologizing for that now. Hopefully, in the future, these missions will take these episodes take about an hour. But I'm not the one making the schedule here. Okay. Resolution forms. Deadly witness. Okay, sometimes the name of the case helps give away what's going on, but in this case it doesn't. Okay, now I want to go. Let's go to Q Resorts. Let's go to the hotel and see if we can find his room. I'm gonna hit the elevator, but I'm not gonna do it from the ground floor. Level 4. I got nothing to tie. No matter who we find, I got nothing to tie this guy to the scene of the crime. Nothing. No evidence. No bullet holes. The guy just showed up. Was just there and died. That was all. No key. And he's got a roommate. Great. That's super duper. Hi. Okay, I can't safely get in there. Let's see if I can safely get in here. The lights are off, so hopefully that means they're going to go to bed now. This guy's a night owl. It's 1:30 in the morning. Will you please go to sleep? I don't want you to sit here and watch TV. Bathroom. Great. That's not what I need. Okay, I need that. It's back in the hallway. No, nobody's in the shower room. Is this another bathroom? How many bathrooms does this person have? Okay. Gotta do this a sneaky way. Okay. I'm hoping that there's been a stalker, some sort of clue. I'll take the money though. That would be good. Okay. What do we got here? So we are getting a stalker. Female. Okay. That does not tell us much.
享用，为您提供全新的能量。淀粉可乐，给生活增添活力。
Hey, Charlie, get me a deck of holy smokes.
Lieutenant.
What are you doing here, Gil? Now look.
So we have no notes. The computer's in the other room, so I can't get to it. Okay, here we go. No, that's useless.
Yeah, what is it?
That's not.
Tell him I'll be right up. That was the commissioner.
Okay.
My case wanted to know why I got 2 cops leaking daylight at some underside joint, and for some reason,
Where did I come in at? Oh wait, I came in through the door, didn't I?
I'll give you 2.
Other bedroom. Okay, no vent.
Elgin, new rejuvenation clinic opening soon. Customers by nomination only. Contact your local Elgin representative to find out more.
Well, hello. I need to get back out to the vent, please. Okay. All right. So here's our situation. I think I'm gonna wrap up this episode with our occurrence. All right. It was a workplace murder. We had no evidence on the scene other than a dead body. Nothing was on the security cameras. No holes in the glass, which means, and there's really no place to shoot from except that one building next door, but no obvious evidence of a bullet trajectory. According to our guy here, he was violently shot to death by a rifle. According to the security cameras, there was nobody else in that office besides him during that period of time. There was no evidence on the scene. No spare bullet, no bullet holes, nothing to directly tie our guy. If we had already found the weapon shop, we could go and check to see if somebody had bought a sniper rifle recently. We don't have that right now. What we do have is a security code, which isn't super helpful. We have a journal that tells us that somebody was stalking him, and it's female. That's it. So we're going to assume right now that our main possibility culprits here, is somebody he worked with, because it's really the only leads we have here. And if we're lucky, one of those 3 has a Hamilton sniper rifle in their apartment. If we're not, we're just going to wait till they kill somebody else, and hopefully this time leave a little more evidence on the scene. That may take a while. So in the meantime, we've done a rough casing of David's hotel room. Didn't really find anything. Meanwhile, we've got some diamonds that we need to go sell at the pawnbroker, but nobody's open at 2 in the morning. And we're thirsty, stinky, and hungry. So we're gonna have to deal with that in the next episode as well. But otherwise, we're getting off to an okay start. We're getting off. This is a weird case. Like, remember I said that this game was going to produce weird cases? We had started off with a weird case. So I'm going to stay parked right there while she's trying to figure out where the rat was. And we'll catch you in the next episode. This is Greslin, and this is Shadows of Doubt Rat Detective. And if you're enjoying this content, would like to see more, please subscribe. I have not given up on Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is still our main shtick over at our Discord. It's just I haven't done anything new in very recently, so I'm playing this game right now. But it's still, we're still doing it. And also check out my Patreon if you like some news about our community, and if you like to kick a few bucks my way, they go to games, books, and coffee, which all ends up going back to the community one way or the other. So I am grateful for everybody who supports me on Patreon. I'm beyond measure, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to keep operating this community and keep feeding it. So hopefully we'll get a new episode done in a couple days, maybe in the next few days, and we can see where this case takes us. So have yourself a great time wherever you are, and we will catch you in the next night in the Mean City. Now we're cold. Bye, guys.